is that for a lot of actresses, right, you can't, maybe what it is that people can't understand where the money is coming from. Because we all know what the industry is about. We all know how much people earn. We all know how much you can earn, except you have money from home. Maybe you're from a rich family. Then some of the, lifestyle that we see, especially on social media, can't be real. And if it is real, where is it from? Do you understand? So, like, a lot of people come up to me, the way I can explain it, this is how I can explain it with being truthful, is that people come up to me and they say, oh, look at actresses, they are very rich. I say, I don't know about that, because I'm not rich. I said, when you see them, ask them what they do. I say it all the time. I say, ask them what they do. I say, how much, we know how much they sell film now. You look at Yoko gone past 4 million. Is it not 4 million naira? Or 5 max? That's how much a whole film is now. Not be so. We know how much they sell for Africa Magic. Africa Magic just went back to 4 million. They went down to 1.2. A whole film with everybody, all of us inside, plus crew, plus everybody. We know how much it is. And then, yes, there's also Netflix, and Netflix is international. So obviously the money is also bigger. But we still know what people earn for cinema films. We started with cinema before Netflix, and then that boosted people. But we also know how much those films, how much you make for those films, and we know how much you make. So for a lot of actresses that I see, I don't know if it's from home, if they're from very rich homes, maybe the money is from their home, or there's other businesses that they're doing, because there has to be with the amount of wealth that some of our colleagues show. Yes. And of course, we've also heard stories of, actresses being wanted by politicians, actresses dating politicians, actresses doing, stuff with politicians and getting paid for it. So we've all heard that. We all know that things like that do happen.
Yes.
But it's not just actresses that do that. Women in Nigeria do that.
Yes.
Because the poverty level is pretty high, isn't it? So a lot of women are on the level of whatever it is I can do to sustain myself and my family, I'm going to do it. I know producers make more money than actors. Me and you know that.
True.
Actors don't make as much as producers. And when we first started, the producers were the owners of everything. We were just tools for them to use.
Yes.
And one of the biggest problems that we have is the fact that there's no unity amongst all of us. Because unity in Nigeria, we're the industry. We're a reflection of the industry. So if we as Nigerians cannot even leave our ethnic bias in the background and come together as one, it's the same thing that's happening in industry. And it's so shameful, I feel, because look at the music industry. Those people are legit rich. Why? Because when they put price, it's all group A is across board. If this one is earning this one, that one is earning the same thing. They're all on that same level. So you're going to call them. But in our industry, they call people. People say, okay, well, give me 2 naira. Then somebody else will go behind, I can do it for 1 naira. You give me 1 naira. What do I have? Oh my Bimbo, I'm there for 1 naira. The person will collect it and then we'll do 1 naira. We all know these things. So there's a lot going on. And we don't have unity. So the women feel like they must help themselves. And there are also women from different backgrounds. The backgrounds that you come from also determines the sort of person that you are and the sort of things that you're willing to do. So yes. I've heard about our actresses, dating or politicians or dating rich men and dating whatever. But not be 80% of Nigerian girls that do that one.
Yes, because the question I want to ask is there anything really wrong with that?
Now, in this climate, I guess not for a lot of people. But for me, I think if you're married, there's a lot wrong with it.
Yes, if you're married, of course.
If you're married, there's a lot wrong with it. And if you're also single and it's several people, there's a lot wrong with it. I'm not looking at it in terms of, let's even leave moral. Let's leave moral to one side. Let's talk about health. Let's talk about the fact that you're opening yourself up to all sorts. We all know that in Nigeria, when you're doing relationship, I don't know about Obodo because I don't date Obodo. It's here we do it. You understand? After you've done 6 months to 8 months in a relationship, nobody's using condoms. Let's be truthful. You're not using condoms. And doing 6 months to 8 months and being nice. Some people after 1 month, they say we're in a relationship. Condom must go. So if you're now doing several people and you're doing the same thing on several levels, you're putting yourself at risk. So you have the health risk, and I feel like, when you're engaging in that act with someone, there's something that you're exchanging. Sex is not just physical. There's also like a spiritual feel to it. You know what I mean? So how can you be spiritualizing every man? There's a lot.
I don't know myself. Oh.
So if I say no, it's not a big deal because, economy is bad. I don't want the young ones to think that's the way to go.
Okay.
I want girls, because we're seeing it more and more, where girls are debasing themselves for pittance. I want girls to understand that they're so special and they have this thing, Apollo brain. It might be hard, but you can make it without a man.
Girls, I hope you're listening.
You can.
Your mentor is talking to you now,
can.
and she's telling you that you can make it without a man.
You don't
Just
need to
stay up your number 6.
Yeah, you don't need to do a shower to do things. You
Okay.
can make it happen.
Let's keep the shower